Hello everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at this Philips 400 watt high pressure sodium bulb. Now this one's unique, it's actually in a package unlike the older one that I did a video of a little while back. And this is in a more consumer oriented package rather than one that is more for a utility company where it's just a little bit more generic. It just kind of has the printing of the bulb inside and some pretty basic information on it. So I'm guessing that this probably would have been picked up at Home Depot or something like that. I remember seeing this style of packaging on their shelves back in the day. I'm going to guess that this is where it originated from. Now, I picked this up at the thrift store for $3. Looks like somebody must have had it at their garage sale or something for $10. But it didn't sell, so at the thrift store it went, and where I have now found it. So I picked up two of these, actually. I originally wasn't a big fan of picking up higher wattage high pressure sodium bulbs because I had absolutely no use for them. But I have a 400 watt street light at work that we use, and one here now. So I actually have something we can demonstrate these with, which is awesome. At the top of the packaging here, we do have an example of where you can use this bulb. It shows a high bay fixture. It does look like a 1,000 watt bulb inside of that, but you don't see very many high pressure sodium high bays, and that'd be kind of a weird thing to see inside unless you really like orange light inside your building, which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but you usually don't see it. It's usually metal halide. Now, I have seen a post office that had high pressure sodium low bays inside of it, and I've heard of people that used to have high school gymnasiums that had high pressure sodium lights inside of it back in the day. I'm sure that was something bizarre to see. But that is their example. They chose a high bay fixture to, well, show what you can do with the bulb. Either way, we have 400 watt high pressure sodium clear. We have the specification of the ballast on the box here, which is important for consumers. So they're not just buying this and putting it in whatever fixture. They need to make sure that they know that you do need a ballast for this to work. You know, when they put that on here, do not use a standard incandescent sockets. All the very important stuff for consumers that might not know everything about this style of bulb. On the back, we have some warning information here. Made September of 1998 with a B. Not sure what the B is for. Here's the bottom of the package. ED18 is the shape of the bulb, I'm going to assume. So let's open it up here and get it out. Okay, we do have our cautionary information in here that they have to include with this lamp, especially for consumers. So feel free to pause and read all about it if you so desire. Copyright of 1996. So we'll slide that back in there. Let's take a look at the bulb itself. Now, one thing you'll notice is that this seems to be before we got all the Alto versions. We don't have the green dimple here at the top, and there's no mention of Alto on the box, so that's kind of nice. Philips 400 watt C400S51 USA. Looks like 8J-2 or .2, one of the two. Kind of hard to see there. Of course, nice big arc tube for a 400 watt bulb. We have our silvery getter here at the bottom to get rid of impurities inside of the lamp. And of course, our big mogul brass base. So, enough rambling about this bulb. Let's get it in a fixture and get it turning on. So, we got our bulb installed in the fixture here. Before we turn it on, we are getting about 9 lux out of the window over here since it is daylight outside. But this thing's about to be our new sun. So anyway, let's go ahead and turn it on here in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful start up there. Let's go ahead and get a reading as it starts to get the sodium going there. You can see it starting up on the far end and it's slowly migrating across. That's where it seems most of it is deposited. So of course we'll save that. Now the arc tube is filled with it. Let's get another reading. We're currently at 118.7 volts, 3.36 amps, 302 watts, and a power factor of 0.76. This thing is going to get bright. And it'll take a little bit to warm up to that. So let's go ahead and let it warm up. Okay, so it appears that we have leveled out here both on the watt meter and lux meter. The lux meter is jumping all over the place, but the watt meter is most certainly leveled out. So let's go ahead, see what the meters have to say and how well it's lighting everything up. The lux meter is jumping all over the place, but we'll take what I've seen to be about the lowest reading. So 1650 lux. I mean, we do have 9 coming in through the window. So if we minus that off, I've seen 1659, so we'll say 1650, but it's jumping all over the place. Either way, on our meter here, let's take a look. We're at 117.5 volts, 4.29 amps, 481 watts, and a power factor of 0.95. Very good, very good. Of course, as we've seen, the bulb itself, incredibly bright there and incredibly warm. It's lighting everything up as you would expect from a super bright high pressure sodium bulb. Spreads the light very nicely. It is a street light after all. So there it is, all lit up. The spectrum of the bulb right after turn on, the spectrum of the bulb during warm up, the spectrum of the bulb at full brightness, the CRI of the bulb right after turn on, the CRI of the bulb during warm up, and the CRI of the bulb at full brightness, the white balance of the bulb right after turn on, the white balance of the bulb during warm-up, and the white balance of the bulb at full brightness. You know what time it is. It's cool down time. Almost looks like a ceramic heating element. As always, I do hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, be sure to give it a like down below and leave a comment. I do enjoy reading all of your comments. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more great videos like this one. Also check out my secondary channel Merkove and subscribe over there for more behind the scenes and alternative content. Of course, check out the other videos here on this screen, and as always, thank you very much for watching.